After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front.
It got his man complete. And hang on here. It's the captain of their offense, Matt Ryan, shaken up and remaining on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Hey, Tuesday. 11. 12. 11.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. Mayfield looks to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
All right, now, look at 56.
Second down, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Mayfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep. This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game, and I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even? They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, 95 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ryan now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Looking, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
On 3rd and 2, Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the first down.
11. Hey, South. Hey, South.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 on the last play, 19 more here and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Hey, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week. Another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same. And he is paying it off in a big, big way.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Mayfield now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. And now running right through it. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Ryan now to throw on third down. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Taco Charlton in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Gun, gun, gun! Gun, go!
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Taco Charlton, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Larry Ogunjobi in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
20, 20, 20, 20.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Mayfield now steps away to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Gun, 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 gun.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. Now a desperation throw. Deep it's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now Ryan on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Oh, look at this play call. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're like